here to analyse the situation. Maurice Reed, a Democratic strategist. Maurice, thanks for being with us. I'm presuming you're wholeheartedly with Hillary Clinton, but you see something in Trump's argument.
Well, I see a lot in Trump, frankly. As a Democrat, he's terrifying. I give him about a 40% chance of winning the election. But the fact that he is still doubling down is disconcerting because America has a gun problem, a gun culture, and we need our leaders to really rally around this. So if he's going to be president of the United States, instead of doubling down and making it worse, he needs to find a solution.
And clearly, this is something Barack Obama's wanted to change since we can talk about Connecticut, we can talk about before then, of course. It's something he's wanted to change and has, I'll say he's failed, but the odds have been against him because of the lobby within Congress.
Well, I don't know if he's failed. The gun lobby is substantial, and they've got a lot of financial backing. Frankly, we need someone that can really match that firepower, that money. This is Mike Bloomberg's moment, if you ask me. Here's a guy who's always said that this was a big issue as a mayor. He has the money, the final resource, and he's got the time. So if he really wanted to contribute, since he's not going to be on the ballot, this is an opportunity. But Barack Obama, if after a church, schools, and now a nightclub where it could have been any in America, if America doesn't wake up now, when will she wake up?
So in terms of what happens next, I mean, clearly we have Trump saying one thing, we have Clinton saying another, diametrically opposed.
Right.
This kind of politicization of the story, which is inevitable, but it doesn't really help in many ways, does it? It doesn't help go towards a clear movement.
It's really down to the American people. When is America, as a country, whether you're Republican, Democrat, or Independent, going to say enough is enough because those people dying? The gunmen didn't care if you were a Republican or a Democrat or an Independent. The gunmen came in there to kill and to harm. If the American public doesn't rise up, and that's really what it's about. Until America gets sick and tired of mourning over senseless violence, why do you need a military-grade weapon on the street? So until America wakes up and takes this on, it's really not about our political leadership. It's really shame on them, but it's really the American people have to make a decision that is enough, and we're going to challenge the status quo.
Does there need to be more tolerance within American society?
Of course, there needs to be tolerance. Like if you look at America's history, we've gone through civil rights, we've gone through discrimination against women, discrimination against gay. Obviously, there's problems and there's a healing and a reconciliation that has to go on. But when you have a candidate for the presidency that is really singling out Mexicans and Muslim, he's dividing and conquering. This is why I don't believe ultimately he will be president, because America is really about a melting pot and bringing people together. Barack Obama couldn't be president any other place. So you have, right on the heels of this, America has to make a decision. Does America continue to go forward and elect the first woman, or do they go backwards? In a lot of ways backwards, where you have a person that's using 1950s, 1960 tactics to win the election.
So the issue about Trump, are we seeing in the way he uses language, often very offensive, often very insulting, a kind of normalization of insults, of intolerance of people, and maybe feeding into some way the kind of situation we're seeing right now where people are being targeted, where people are being picked upon?
Well, I don't think Donald Trump has anything to do with what the gunman had, what the gunman did. That's not Donald Trump's problem. That's America's culture. If this guy did not legally get access, remember, he got this legally. So that's the problem. We've got a gun problem. But looking at Donald Trump, like fundamentally, our founding fathers said that anyone can be president or run for president. It's okay for Donald Trump to run. What is not okay is to be the leader of the free world and to divide. He's dividing not just America, but he's dividing the world. He's saying that everyone should be nuclearly armed. Everyone should be able to go on his own. That's not healthy for the world. It's not healthy for America. So ultimately, it's about, again, it goes back to the people. If people really want change, they can have change. It is really down to the people to make a decision.